So here's the deal, everybody. Tonight, really, is NFL schedule release night. 8 p.m. tonight is when everything will be officially locked in. However, people that are on the inside, people that have sources, and let's be real, the NFL wants it to happen this way. There's been leaks throughout the day on who will be playing which team, where, and when, and it's an old school move media-wise by the NFL, right? If they give us a morsel every half hour, they keep us hanging on the line for a full day. If they gave us just the full meal at 8, we'd eat it, we'd be done by 8:15. So we'll break it down. We'll have the full breakdown tomorrow. But I can tell you this. We already knew the opponents, by the way, and we knew home and away already, by the way. We're just finding out when, where, which one are prime time, all that sort of thing, and where, meaning if there's any international games. I can tell you from a respect standpoint, I think it's a wash, and here's what I mean. The first 2 games are at Jacksonville, that is week 1, and at Arizona, week 2, traditional Sunday games, probably 1 o'clock. That's not a ton of respect to the Panthers. Starting on the road with two non-conference or non-divisional games, but you want to be home to get things going, right? You're trying to build momentum for your season. You want to be at home, particularly against 2 teams that you're looking at not as the biggest threats in the world. Then there will be a home game, depending on who, we don't know yet, in week 3. Then at New England, again. So 3 of your first 4 on the road, that's not screaming, hey, we want this team to build some momentum, and that's a bummer. However, from the positive side of things, they do have a Monday Night Football game. They are playing San Francisco at San Francisco late November. It'll be the 24th of November in week 12 on Monday Night Football. I hear that. I think they think the Panthers are going to be pretty good. Somebody in the NFL looked at that game, Panthers at Niners, and thought there's a chance there will be stakes on this. There's a chance that both teams will be playing decent. There's a chance that even if you think the Niners are some juggernaut, you think that the Panthers can give them an entertaining game. So I think they kind of come out even in the respect category. The first month of the season, you get no respect. Little Rodney Dangerfield. But then you get a Monday night game late November at the Niners, and you're like, wait a second, somebody might actually think they're pretty good. Somebody in that scheduling room thought that was a good idea. I'll give you everything we know at the moment, okay? Just to break it down quick and dirty, then we'll have a quick conversation about it. Week 1 at Jacksonville. Week 2 at Arizona. Week 3 is home. We don't know the opponent. Week 4 at New England. Week 5 versus Miami at home. Don't know week 6. Week 7 at the Jets. Week 10 versus the Saints at home. Week 12 is that Niners Monday night game on the road. And then week 13 is versus the Rams at home in Charlotte, and that's what we are aware of at the moment. Shout out to Nerding on NFL. They have a pretty good spreadsheet of everything kind of put in all across the league. They claim to have 55.5% of the entire NFL schedule on this spreadsheet. So they're doing all right. All right, let's break down week 1 real quickly. Week 1 at Jacksonville. This one, I think they're dumb for putting it on Sunday, kind of in a time slot that might get lost, because it has storylines. First of all, the Carolina Panthers have the not enviable. Nobody will be jealous of them for facing Travis Hunter for the first time in the NFL. They are going to be the guinea pig that has to be prepared for Travis Hunter to play 100% of snaps on offense and barely on defense, or 100% of on defense and barely on offense, or 100% on both, or 50% on both, or none of both. They have to be prepared for it. They don't know how Travis Hunter is going to be used. Everybody else on their schedule, on the Jacksonville Jaguars schedule, gets to look at the Panthers game as a blueprint for, sure, it could be a little different. Sure, it could be a little game to game, but we know generally what they're going to trust him to do. Panthers kind of have to go in blind. It's also a matchup, just in storyline kind of things to note, matchup of the last two Buccaneers offensive coordinators.
Yeah, that's right.
That Baker Mayfield has helped both of them go ahead and get head coaching jobs. It's the battle of the brothers, Trevor Etienne with Jacksonville running back, and Trevor Etienne, fourth-round running back. Did I get them backwards?
You just said Trevor and Trevor.
Travis Etienne, running back for the Jaguars, first-round pick from a handful of years ago, Clemson. Trevor Etienne, not Trevor Lawrence, Trevor Etienne. This one's just, I'm going to make mistakes here, Dennis. Correct me when I get them wrong. Trevor Etienne, fourth-round pick of the Panthers in the most recent draft, another running back. This will be his NFL debut. So it's cool for Travis Etienne that he gets to be in attendance for Trevor Etienne's NFL debut. It's just kind of a bummer that they're going to be trying to ruin each other's game during Trevor's NFL debut. Then there's the two highest drafted receivers. If you count Travis Hunter as a receiver, it's Tep McMillan and Travis Hunter, first two wide receivers drafted, making their NFL debuts against each other, which is a storyline in and of itself. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
You also have former teammates Travis Hunter and Jimmy Horn Jr.
Jimmy Horn Jr., who was a sixth-round pick of the Panthers.
They got all of it connected.
It's to me, there's like made for Hollywood stuff. There will be a lot of like the color commentator for that game, whoever's the broadcast crew, the analyst. He's not going to have to do a ton of research because every time there's a lull, he'll just have an awesome fact to bring up or an awesome story to tell. Right? I talked to Trevor about matching up with his brother Travis, and he actually worked out with Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne, whatever, 2 off seasons ago, trying to get ready for his time at Georgia.
Also, the Panthers and Jaguars made their NFL debuts at the same time. When they're both expansion teams at the same time.
They've opened the season against each other twice, most recently 2015, which is when the Panthers went on a little run you may have heard of, all the way to the Super Bowl. There's a lot also going on there.
2003?
2003. That was the first time. So,
there was a little run to the Super Bowl.
I was going to say, so there's really only one way this season's going to end. That one right there, that's just week one. That's just week one. I'm sure as time goes on, we'll find more and more ways to make that a thing. And then week 2 at Arizona. Week 4 at New England. A lot of road games early on against beatable teams. It's not outlandish. I'll say this, and then it probably won't be true, and you'll say that I was too early. It's not outlandish. By the time they play their home opener, they're 2-0. I don't know if it's likely, but it's not completely outside the realm of possibility. By the time they play Miami at home in Charlotte, if you just beat Jacksonville, who beatable, Arizona, maybe a little less, but beatable, and you have New England.
Beat them last year.
You have New England in week 4. They were one of the worst teams in the league last year. 2 or 3 wins going into week 5 at home versus Miami. 1 or 2 losses. That's now we're talking. We're flirting with 500, maybe on the way above it. Maybe trying to stay above that line.
Or they're 0-2 to start the season, and tickets will be really easy to get at Bank of America.
Or it's 0-2. Travis Hunter is some kind of superhero in cleats. They chased around Kyler Murray all day, and we are writing obituaries. There's a few different options here, but at least it's not like Chiefs Bills, right? At least it's not like, hey, this one's going to be a tough start. They may be on the road, which makes it more difficult, but I would say the first month is gettable. It's realistic. We'll see who's playing week 3.